matter where you are, it doesn't matter who you are. We're here to remember those that gave their lives so that we had the right to stand here today. We're here to fight for the rights of those that aren't here today, that aren't strong enough to stand up for themselves. That's what I did. That's what my comrades did.
Yeah.
And I support what we're doing today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so let's head over in front of the police station, and then we'll read the declaration. And then for those that want to go down to George's Square afterwards, the other group might be there as well. But it's all free will and choice. You know, if you're on a schedule, no problem. But we'll be heading down to George's Square afterwards to just do a meditation. It's just north of downtown Oakville on Trafalgar. You can Google it. But anyways, we just want to go there to pay our respects afterwards, to do a meditation, anchor in the light and everything. Because as we also all know, this is dark versus light, plain and simple. So let's head over there and let's.
Something about what you said.
Of course, Jack. Yeah.
So in the Supreme Court, there was a Supreme Court case, Moyer versus the Queen, and what's happening to those who have fallen is an indignity. It's an indignity to a dead body. You do not need to touch a dead body for there to be an indignity. An indignity is an indignity. An indignity is a criminal code offense, section 182 of the Canadian Criminal Code.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, folks. Hi, guys. Hey, man, how's your foot?
Oh, it's much better.
Good.
It's almost all good.
It's
yeah.
healed?
Yeah. Good.
Thank you. No problem.
Ways on and maybe drive down to that spot. You think that's a good idea?
Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Let's ask them.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Okay. I think just the arrest.
Because then you better.
No, let's do both, Kathy. So we are basically on the 11/11 moment, and for those that aren't aware, it is November 11th, the 11th month, and the 11th day. We're coming up to 11:11 a.m. But what I'll do, this was read in Toronto as well. This was put before police on guard. This was put before retired OPP people, and this was also handed to Mounties for Freedom as well, directly. I did it, so they are aware. But I'm going to first read the letter of Operation Remembrance, and then for those who have the declaration of arrest, please get that out and get that ready. And then if you are filming, please film, please live stream, because what that does is this makes it a matter of public record. You don't have to go and file a form in an office to make something public record. This is public record right now. So it's being live streamed on the True North Guardians Facebook page. If you've got Instagram, just do it. We read the declaration. If you've got the criminal evidence, you can leave it here, no problem. But anyways, Operation Remembrance. In honor of those
who fought to defend our freedoms. We are doing our duty to direct you to do yours. As officers who have sworn oath to safeguard our rights and freedoms, take action with us on now, lest we forget that they are also victims and deaths surrounding the crimes being committed on a daily basis. It is time to take action and take up to the torch. Today, we are submitting the evidence of the ongoing crimes that is the base of our action, which is supported by the letter from Mounties of Freedom. We laid the groundwork. We are the plaintiff. We are the one taking action. You could be here with us. It is wrong that you have all continued to enjoy pensions and paychecks while children have committed suicide, suffer lifelong medical damages, and their mothers and father have lost their jobs through the community intimidation and extortion. But we are not without humanity. We know that you all face the same criminal organization breathing down your neck and then the same threats. We know that you are extorted and intimidated into not receiving access to paid duties unless you disclose your status. Extortion and intimidations are criminal code offenses. We know that many of the officers in your midst are Freemasons. We know that many of your superiors are connected with the satanic pedophiles in orchestrating this whole attack. However, so do you. The difference between you and us is that you swore an oath to uphold the law and stand against the tyranny. You are compensated for your work. You're working for criminals, and this needs to end. Either take action with us or you are party to the offense and activities of this crime. Those who take action with us can discuss compensation and swear a new oath to the people, but also reclaim their honor. Help us make November 11th the day when humanity truly begins to know their freedoms.
I should also note that a few days ago, just over there, a retired RCMP officer who is the PPC member for Georgetown actually took a common law oath to the people that was written by our friends at the International Tribunal. We took it right on that stage as a matter of public record, right over there. So this is something that can happen. So for all of those who have the declaration of arrest, it's now 11 or just a little past, so let's get out that declaration of arrest and make it a matter of public record. Oh, perfect timing, perfect timing. We've got some friends that are just coming over here, so we'll wait for them to just mosey on over. As we sometimes say, saunter quickly. So again, under Section 494, Bracket 2 of the Criminal Code of Canada, we are performing this action, the Citizens Arrest and Self-Defense Act, not only to protect ourselves, but in protection of the children. For the parents that are here, the children are your property under the law. So you have not only the right, but the duty of care to protect the children. That is your duty, not only under common law, but under even their jurisdiction. So we are here to protect them, to do our duty. We are not going to be doing any physical detaining. This declaration is to direct the officers to do their duty, the RCMP to do their duty, and asking the military to come in and do their duty. Thank you very much. All right, let's read this all together.
Declaration of arrest. We are arresting Stephen Tanner, the man acting as a chief of the police of the Service Corporation of Halton, as per BOC 26 and Section 494, Bracket 2 of the Criminal Code of Canada. It is my duty to inform you that you have the right to detain and instruct counsel without delay. You have the right to telephone any you wish. You also have the right to free advice from the legal aid lawyer. If you are charged with an offense, you may apply to the Ontario Legal Aid Plan for assistance. 1-800-265-0451 is the number that you put you in contact with the Freedom Legal Aid Duty Council lawyer for free legal advice right now. You are being charged with administering an noxious substance to a minor in contravention of Section 24551 of the Criminal Code of Canada by forcing children to breathe in carbon dioxide, a non-toxic substance listed as Item 74 in Schedule 1 of the Canadian Environmental Protection Act 1999 and used to injure the rats and rodents or other animal painlessly. Committing torture, Section 269-1 of the Criminal Code of Canada. Through the wearing of a mask, Section 221 of the Genocide under the Criminal Code of Canada. Crimes against humanity. Party to offense for aiding and protecting the mayor of Halton. Terrorism. Hoax regarding terrorism. Extortion. Intimidation. Criminal negligence causing death. Obstructing justice. Violating lockdowns protocols and traveling to Florida for unnecessary travel, reckless endangerment and a child abandonment, risking the child's life or permanent loss of the child. Section 218, the Criminal Code of Canada. Negligence by showing a wanton disregard for the child's life, refusing to investigate the criminal behavior or policies you are enforcing. Section 219 of the Criminal Code of Canada. Violation of individual rights. Section 1 and 2. Violating the number code. Section 1. Breach of trust by the public officer, Section 122 of the Criminal Code of Canada. You are not obligated to say anything in answer to the charge. Whatever you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Do you understand? By instituting the bylaw, refusing to review the evidence provided to you, ignoring the child and teen suicides, refusing to revoke the illegal COVID measures, and acting dishonorably, you have continued assault and reckless endangerment of children. Over 100 institutions and officers around the world have been through the application request for records containing proof that alleged SARS-CoV-2 virus in fact exists. The responses have yielded total no records. I repeat, no records. Ontario public health officials have zero legitimate evidence to support their story of a COVID-19 virus, let alone a COVID-19 pandemic. The virus is unproven and purely theoretical. You have committed fraud on the population, especially on the children. Nothing has ever been demonstrated to justify as required in Section 1 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. You torture them through isolation, monopolization, extraction, humiliation, discrimination, exhaustion, threats, occasional and demonstrating all purposes of the forced intervention. You have breached our trust by abusing the position of authority for self-benefit and against the interests of the children to whom you owe of the duty of trust.
What we have here as well, not only the letter from Mounties for Freedom in this binder, but we also have and has been submitted to the RCMP, the Military Alliance, and as well the OIPRD now. We've done everything necessary according to their jurisdiction. This should have been investigated right away. Also understand that every officer has the authority under the Police Services Act to arrest, detain, and question a superior officer. This is well within any officer's jurisdiction. So what we are doing here, as we've said many times, is we are doing our duty to direct them to do theirs. If you have a copy of this criminal information here, you are welcome to leave it there for them. You are welcome to report it to the RCMP, whatever you would like to do. It's still available on the TNG Alliance website under the section of Operation Remembrance. But for anybody else who is watching on any live streams, these actions here are so important. We don't have time. The children don't have time to wait for a Crown attorney. The Crown is the problem. The Crown is a fictitious entity anyways. It doesn't have authority over us. We don't need permission to defend the children and to do our duty. So, thank you all so much for being here to honor those who fought for our freedoms as we take the torch and we continue our actions. Thank you all very much. This is so important. For those that would like to head down to Georgia Square. Oh, yes. Yes, please.
A minute of silence for the unborn babies that were died before being born.
Yes.
Many of them due to the vaccine, and this has been totally denied by the medical authorities. Yes. Let's start with a minute of silence for all the babies that were never born due to the vaccine.
Thank you. That's a beautiful note. For those that didn't hear it, we're taking a moment of silence for all of those babies that were stillborn, especially from the mothers that have taken the vaccine and the babies didn't make it out right now. So a moment of silence for them. Thank you. I'm going by childhood memory because I haven't read it on paper in a while. But if anybody would like to join me in just reciting the poem of Flanders Fields before I put the criminal information down in front of the building right there, you're welcome to do that. And my deepest apologies if I butcher the poem in any way. It has been a very long time since but I think it's there. So, Flanders Fields, the poppies glow between the crosses, row by row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold up high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not rest, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. I will lay this here. If any officer wants to pick this up, they're welcome to do so. Okay. This is maybe a little too perfect. This is a sign. I didn't even know this was here, but this is a sign about Bring Our Children Home and the indigenous people that, that for those who don't know, have been and were continued to be slaughtered by the Crown. So, so I think this binder and the criminal information should go right here by the sign for the children.
Would you like me to get a copy and take it?
If you want. If you want. Absolutely.
What's Jack gonna do?
A copy of what, Jack?
This one. No?
You have a copy?
No, would you like me to have a police officer take that and get it into?
No, it's okay. Because it's been reported to the RCMP. Yeah.
I presented paperwork to one of the police stations.
Okay, and Jack, and it was presented to one of the
And he
police
accepted
officers. So, okay, folks, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lest we forget, let's keep on going.